While Coca-Cola and Pepsi were building billion-dollar empires, one broke salesman with no credentials and two failed sodas behind him was quietly creating their biggest rival, a drink that refused to play by their rules and became the Uncola. Born in 1868 in Missouri, Grigg had no wealth, education, or family business to inherit. He took whatever work he could find, printing ads, selling hardware, and earning small commissions wherever possible. None of it made him much money, but it taught him something more valuable: how persuasion worked. He realized early that people don't just buy products, they buy the promise, the feeling, and the identity those products represent. When Grigg moved to booming St. Louis, he saw one category with unlimited potential: beverages. Unlike most goods, drinks created habits. If people liked a flavor, they would come back for it every week. That repeat purchase behavior, he understood, was what turned a local idea into a scalable business. By 1919, Grigg got his big break at the Vess Soda Company, where he created an orange drink called Whistle. It became a regional hit, but Grigg didn't own the formula. When he asked for equity, he was pushed out. The experience gave him his first success and his first painful lesson. Innovation without ownership, he learned, means building someone else's empire. Determined to start over, he launched the Howdy company and introduced Howdy Orange to compete with Orange Crush. But the market was crowded, distribution networks were controlled by larger players, and sales struggled to take off. Then, as the 1920s progressed, Grigg noticed a subtle shift. People were moving away from sugary sodas and looking for something lighter, sharper, and more refreshing. He began experimenting with lemon and lime oils, testing blend after blend until he found a flavor that stood out. What emerged in 1929 was a clear, crisp lemon-lime soda that contained a small amount of lithium citrate, a common additive in tonics at the time. Trademark records show 7-Up already in use by August 1928, just before the stock market crash. When the Great Depression hit, this 5-cent drink offered something rare: a cheap comfort that promised calm in chaos. To take it national, Grigg needed a name that people would remember, repeat, and talk about: 7-Up. No one could quite agree what it meant. Some said 7 ingredients. Others said 7-ounce bottles, or even a chemical reference. The mystery only made it more memorable. By the 1930s, 7-Up had defined its own category. It wasn't cola, and it wasn't medicine. It was clean, caffeine-free, and family-friendly. Advertisements showed mothers serving it at the dinner table, while Coke promoted energy and adventure. 7-Up positioned itself around purity, trust, and refreshment, qualities that helped it stand apart from the darker, heavier drinks of the era. Through the 1940s, the brand grew steadily. Its identity began to outgrow its medicinal roots as consumers cared less about ingredients and more about the clarity, lightness, and emotion the drink represented. By the 1950s and 60s, 7-Up doubled down on that family-friendly image with clear glass bottles, green labels, and the slogan, "You like it, it likes you." It was a wholesome message for a post-war America built on optimism and stability. By the late 1960s, 7-Up was strong enough to attract serious corporate interest. In 1969, Westinghouse, a company better known for electronics and appliances, expanded into 7-Up bottling, giving the brand national distribution power and a bigger advertising budget. That partnership set the stage for one of the boldest marketing moves in soda history. In the 1970s, while Coke and Pepsi waged billion-dollar cola wars, 7-Up refused to compete on their terms. Instead, it embraced its difference and rebranded as the Uncola. Bright tropical campaigns filled with lemons and limes, proudly declaring, "Not brown, not syrupy, not cola." The timing was perfect. A younger generation was looking for something new, something that broke away from old corporate symbols. 7-Up became more than a drink, it became an attitude. Its distinctiveness wasn't just marketing flair, it was the reason it survived. And even decades later, that same principle still defines the lemon-lime category. By 2024, Sprite alone captured nearly 8% of US soda sales, more than Pepsi itself, proving just how powerful that Uncola positioning had been. As sales climbed, the brand drew new owners. In 1978, Philip Morris bought the 7-Up company for about $520 million, a move to diversify from tobacco into consumer goods with healthier optics. Then, in 1986, Pepsi acquired 7-Up's international operations for $246 million, while investment firm Hicks & Haas bought the US rights for a similar amount. 2 years later, the two merged 7-Up with Dr Pepper in a $1.3 billion deal, instantly creating America's third-largest soft drink company. PepsiCo took 7-Up global across Europe, Latin America, and Asia, while the US brand eventually landed under what's now Keurig Dr Pepper. One brand, two corporate homes, divided by geography, united on store shelves. Charles Grigg never lived to see it. He died in 1940, just as 7-Up was beginning to reach national scale. He didn't witness the Uncola era, the billion-dollar acquisitions, or his lemon-lime creation becoming a global staple, but his lessons endured. Own your idea, adapt when others stagnate, and sell not just a product, but a feeling. Today, 7-Up still occupies a unique place in PepsiCo's global portfolio. In the US, it sits under Keurig Dr Pepper. Internationally, it's owned and distributed by PepsiCo. In 2023, PepsiCo retired Sierra Mist and launched Starry to challenge Sprite domestically, while keeping 7-Up dominant overseas. That same year, a global rebrand called UPliftment introduced minimalist design and youth-focused campaigns built on positivity and energy. By 2025, new flavors like Mint Mojito and Pink Lemonade Zero Sugar helped modernize the brand, supported by summer marketing pushes across the Middle East and Europe. Nearly a century after its creation, 7-Up still proves that differentiation is survival. If you found this breakdown valuable, subscribe to Scale Decoded for more stories behind the world's biggest business shifts.